Yeah, we making rich decisions with Smitty to go. We making rich decisions. If you know, then you know. We making rich decisions with Smitty to go. If you wanna get some money, then tune into the show. We making rich decisions, yeah. We making rich decisions with Smitty to go. We making rich decisions, yeah. We making rich decisions. If you know, then you know.
Welcome to the Rich Decisions Podcast. On another episode, we is live right now at Invest Fest. We have a special guest, but before we start, I don't formally introduce her. She said she's been doing this industry for 20 years, okay? I want to learn, y'all, a new style of business on my channel. I usually talk about the credit and financial stuff, but today we got a different turn twist that I think a lot of people could benefit off of and be able to see a different angle of what's called physical products, and she'll be able to tell you all about it. So, welcome to the podcast. How are you doing today?
Thank you so much for having me, Cliff. I'm doing wonderful. I'm so excited to be here in Invest 2025 with you.
Yeah, 100%. And I wanted to say the name of your stuff and your name, but I didn't want to pronounce it wrong. So I wanted to give it to you to be able to tell them what this special product that you brought to the marketplace is and what it's called and how did it come about.
All right, well, I am Dezi Santiago, and I am excited to be here. So our product is called Biomni Beauty.
Okay, there we go.
That's the line.
Yeah.
And so our hero collection is a restorative collection.
Yeah.
I created this collection because there's a need to have transition in hair, meaning I wear my hair curly sometimes. I also like to straighten it, and I wanted to keep the integrity of my cuticle, meaning I want my hair to still look good no matter what,
okay,
right?
Perfect. And then it's like, who convinced you or who put it in your mind to be able to start this? Like who like convinced you or put you on game or showed you how? Like how did you learn to become the shark this?
Honestly, I was inspired by my clients to do it because there's a need. So I feel like as an entrepreneur, you have to have a need. There has to be like a question that you're answering or a gap that you're answering, a void. So that was like my initial push. But as far as the business side of it, I have 2 children.
Okay.
I'm a single mother.
Yeah.
I come from the city of Detroit. Like, I didn't grow up with no type of silver spoons. We was clapping together wood spoons, right?
Right,
and so that was the biggest inspiration. I had to do what I had to do because I want to create generational wealth for my family. I had to choose this, like, money decisions that I had to do instead of what I always wanted to do. And I want to create for my children opportunity to do what they want to do and not what they have to do.
100%. And so on my industry and my channel, so everybody that following me, right? We talk about a lot of stuff when it comes to credit and business funding and things like that. How deep has the credit side been for you? So like, it's always 2 sides to this. Some business owners, like, they leverage cash to start their businesses, and some business owners leverage like funding to be able to start their businesses. What route have you took to be able to invest into your brand and your business to be able to grow your products?
So honestly, what I'm learning now, especially from Cliff and the things that he gives us, is about building business credit and how important it is. I wish I would have known that when I first started. We're self-funded, and honestly, it came from the cash that I put to the side. I had to steward my money better, so I bought a lot less shoes and bags, and I put that jewelry on more than once, so I didn't buy nothing else. And I took that money that I was spending in the consumer, network, and decided to put it in myself. So we invested in Biomni.
Yeah, how important is discipline to you? Because I know some people, like, their normality is to go do the things that they do on their birthdays, do the things they do for Christmas, do the things they do to go on vacation, do all these things to look fly and all these things and be looking like they got money on internet. But like, how important to you it is to have that discipline and to put that discipline in your life to be able to be successful at what you're doing?
Discipline is a core word, and when you talk about birthdays, this year for my birthday, I spent my birthday at a beauty conference. Yeah. And I took classes from 8 o'clock in the morning till 6 p.m. That's what I did on my birthday. And somebody was like, you supposed to have a birthday dinner, girl, turn up. I ate room service in my room, and I went over my notes because
100%.
I'm true to this, and I want to do what it is that I put out to do. I don't want to waste no time.
Facts.
And I don't want to over talk, but I want to say this is how I look at it. Like, a lot of times when there's traffic on the highway, we see red lights, we want to get off and take the streets because we think we're going to get around it. But sometimes we detour ourselves. Discipline is, I'm going to sit where these red lights are and stay on the course that I originally had, because sometimes what you don't understand is it's only for a minute. If you just stay the course, you'll get through a lot faster. You detour yourself sometimes and it takes longer to get there. 100
million percent. And that was like some more personal gain that people need to take in heed, because people don't think of it in that light. You know what I mean? They think that it's going to be a faster route, but sometimes you really just got to stay down, be disciplined, lock in, be committed to the process. One thing that I know on my birthday that I learned from one of my mentors was, you got the most eyeballs on you on your birthday and you should do a birthday sale too. So like I don't never go on a vacation or like that. I always try to set up some big old campaign around my birthday and just promote the hell out of my business. You know what I mean?
love that.
But everybody always be sounding like going on vacation, have fun, and go spend money. I said I reverse that psychology. I'm like,
That's
I don't want
right.
to go spend no money. I want to make as much money as possible on my birthday. So every year around my birthday, I create this big old campaign to be able to launch something big on my birthday, and I make the most money on that day that I never do in the rest of the days of the year.
It's brilliant because
You know what
that's a
I'm saying?
gift to you. People want to be a blessing to you. What better way?
On your
Buy into
birthday.
what I'm doing on
your
my birthday.
So they show you love and share you out and all that stuff. So okay, lead all these people to my products.
I love that.
All right. So with your physical products, do you what's your number one skill set or marketing tactic to be able to sell your products? I'm curious.
I believe that the product sells itself. So
That's
the
good.
number one tactic is to get it in as many hands as possible.
Okay.
So you have to be willing to put yourself out here because it's about sales.
Okay.
You got to get out here and you got to get people to have it because once I get the right people with it, they're going to talk about it. They're going to share it because that's what people do when something's good or bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's really my biggest tactic. That's why I'm here at InvestFest. I'm
100%.
getting it out here. We just launched in April. It's August. This is a big convention center and I'm in a booth the same size as yours.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's good. All right. And who is this product best useful for? Like, who is the best person that can use this at the best of their ability?
So honestly, the market is like this. I created something for all. That's why in the name is Omni. It's by Omni
Okay.
because it's for all. God is all. He's all present. He's all powerful. He's all knowing. And I believe he anointed me with the gift to formulate something that would change people's lives as far as hair. I
Okay.
want to change the shelves, especially for minority women, because on the shelf we have so many chemical ingredients that we're tapping into that's causing fibroid cancers, that's causing ovarian cancer, fibroid tumors, ovarian cancer, breast cancer, and we have to be conscious about our ingredients. So it's really for all. It's for every texture, every type, every time. That's one of our taglines
Okay, perfect.
because it's the truth.
And I would say too, what are the don'ts to do with this type of product? Like, what do you see that people are using in the industry that you like, I don't believe that y'all should do that? Like, that is messing y'all up when y'all using those products. Like, it's the reason why y'all can't get to the result y'all trying to get to. Is there anything you can help them with to be like, make sure y'all don't do these things and make sure y'all focus on these things and make sure it's healthy and good?
Yeah, I want to debunk this myth, and it's gonna make some of my sisters mad because they live in my
Oh,
right?
man.
But it's not the oil.
Okay.
You gotta stop with the oil. So when we think about our hair being dry, the first thing we do is we want to find the rosemary oil. And no knocks, because oil is important, but we find oil to replenish what we feel like is dry. But when you are dry and you lack hydration, it's water that you need. So this product is formulated so that it draws the water back into the strand of your hair, and that's the difference. So I think that we got to stop going to the oil. People are oiling their scalp, oiling their hair, and all you're doing is you're clogging your pores, you're clogging the pores of your scalp. You're telling your sebaceous gland that it doesn't have to produce its natural oil. And the truth is our body does everything that we need it to do. We just can't handicap it like that, right?
Yeah.
So we got to stop using so much oil.
Yeah, okay. So I'm getting educated now. Okay, now I see what's going on. And you said you've been doing it for 20 years. You own a lot of hair salons. So at first you were doing hair, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And you did hair for how long?
It's 20 plus years. I ain't gonna say exactly because I don't want to tell my age, but 20 plus.
What? How old are you? You don't want to say? I'm sorry.
43.
Wow, that is good, bro. That's so good, man. That's good. Because, bro, I ain't gonna lie, you've been taking good care of yourself. You need
Thank
to
you.
tell people about the other things you've been doing, training, and keep yourself up, because that's good too. So you say you've been doing salons. What was that? You owning salons, or
Yeah,
that
so
was you?
I've owned a salon for 15 years.
Dope.
And I started off in a suite, and then I graduated into a 12-seater salon.
Nice.
And then last year in October, I decided to relinquish myself from the salon that I had in Birmingham, Michigan, which was a 12-seater, and I partnered with a med spa. So the reason I did that was because I wanted to give my clients more access in one spot, and I didn't want to have to pay for that build out and what that would look like to host.
Okay, smart.
And I lowered my overhead so I could take that money and invest in the product line, because what I realized for me is in the salon, I had to be there to make the money. With
Gotcha.
the product, I don't have to be there. All I got to do is get it out there.
Stop trading your time for money. Learn how to leverage to be able to sell products so that you can be able to make money without trading your time for money. Free tip, y'all. Another thing too, was you selling your products inside your salons at that time? Or
I still am. So I still sell it where I'm at. So I'm a salon, but I'm smaller. So it's a 4-seater instead of a 12-seater. I partner with the med spa, so I'm sharing the overhead.
Okay.
And it's giving our clients more. We can recycle our clients, and our clients are going back and forth. So her clientele, my clientele, we're interchanging. So I'm making more money, really. It just don't look as good on social media. So you said something earlier, like even with birthdays. And I want to say this to people, like sometimes we want to look the part, right?
Yeah.
We want to look like we banging, like we got it going on. I know people out here with 20-seat salons and there's only 2 people working and they struggling trying to pay that rent. And I got to a point where I was like, do I really want this overhead, the responsibility of managing folks? And I was like, And so to my friends in the business, they're like, you can't do that. You one of the only black salons in this white area. You've been here for 12 years. You can't close your doors since it don't look good. And I said, I don't care what it look like. God told me this. When you fly commercial, you on a big plane. When you fly private, it gets smaller.
That's facts. That's the true statement. All right. And what's like some things that's best that you would do that you think that other physical product brands are lacking at, that you think that you can give them game too? Like, so other people that are, doing the physical product game, what's some tips that you can give them to be able to make their brand flourish or make their business grow to be able to get better?
Okay, so one of the things is your foundation. I think one of the speakers today, Miss Business, mentioned it in a session that I went to, and she was saying how it's better to invest in the professionals that you need in the beginning of your business than going out to get them later. And that's talking about your tax professionals, your trademark attorney. When you talk about setting up your business, having the proper CPA, the accountant, having someone to actually advise you, having a mentor.
There you go.
And it's the foundation you gotta set. So I think when you're starting a company, product or not, you need to have your paperwork in place, because a lot of black businesses, they have great products, they have great services. You can't get funding because your fundamentals ain't together.
All right. So did you need like licensing? Did you need like permits or something like that to be able to sell that type of product? Is it specifically because it's that type of product, or just like products in general? How does that work?
So for me, what happened was I'm a licensed cosmetologist, so that also verifies the fact that I have a form of expertise. A lot of people just shooting a shot, and that's cute, but you want to have some form of paperwork backing you up, just even your expertise. 100%. But the other part is, when you're doing a product, this is what I learned. If you want to be local, that's one thing, but if you want to be global, there's certain ingredients you have to be conscious of. There's certain regulations that you have to adhere to. So we have been approved to be in the EU, because I don't believe in local, I believe in global. Gotcha. And so that's something you have to go through. There's companies that take your product through testing, they certify your product. We just got certified clean, so I had to go before people. We had to show them all of our ingredients. They tested the product, and then they had to approve it. So these things are important when you're doing products, getting those approvals, those registrations, those certifications, because it takes you to another level.
Yeah. And I got a curious question too, because I always wanted this, who makes the stuff? How do they make the product be what the product is? Is it do you personally mix the stuff up to make the product, or how does that work?
Okay, so some people start in their kitchen. I didn't do that. I was blessed when 2020 happened. I ain't have a lot to do. So I connected with a chemist. Shout out to my formulating chemist. Yeah, so some people do. They go in, they make it at home, and then they take it somewhere and they kind of help them engineer it better. Yeah. But I didn't. I just was mixing different products, and I was like, you know what? Let me just look at these ingredients. Okay. And so I went to a chemist. We met on Zoom. I told her all the ingredients I had questions about and the ones that I felt sure about, and we talked about it. And so I learned from her perspective, her expertise, what I could and could not do. I wouldn't have known that because I'm just a hairstylist. Exactly. And that's what really helped me.
So, but you can make it homemade if you want to do that whipping up stuff.
Oh yeah, essential oils and different products, you can make it homemade. But here's where we miss it with the homemade. Homemade is going to be like it sounds. You can eat it at home, you can use it at home. But when you're talking about a shelf, there's other testing you have to have. You have to have efficacy tested, meaning how effective is it when it's been bottled? How effective is it when it's sat on a shelf? How effective is it in different temperatures? Because it travels and it has to sit different places when it's being stored. Okay. Then you also have to have it tested for the shelf life. How long will it last when it's sitting somewhere? Wow. So those things matter. You can't figure that out at home.
Got you. So what's the benefit to your product for that long length of having, or it being this type of packaging or whatever it may be? What's the benefit to your product you feel as though is better ahead of others?
I think more so, one, I believe in custom packaging, right? Yeah. Only because I created it to be comfortable for me to hold, to move around, right?
Let me see. Let me check. I'm gonna check it out for y'all. I'm gonna tell her the truth. Let me look at it. Let me check it out.
Okay, so grab it. Take a little bit.
Touch it.
Yeah. What?
I don't know now.
Just a little. Grab that little tip.
All right. Oh.
Now I want you to smell it. Smell the jar.
Oh, it smells like soft. It smells
Now, when your woman got this in your hair,
This smells good and soft.
it's gonna make you want to get up in that neck some more, right?
Right.
And so now I want you to take what you have in your finger, rub it into your hand. Just rub the back of your
In my hand?
Go ahead.
This is for hair now, y'all. I don't know. Gotta put this on my hand now. You sure? This is a good product like that?
Listen, when you making quality products with natural ingredients, it can be used in multiple ways. Now, just let it sit. We're
Just
gonna
let it
finish
sit?
talking, and then we'll talk about what it feels like later, right?
All right.
As you rubbing it, what do you feel like?
It feels like a good mixture of like, I don't know, moist and softness. I feel like a soft moisture. It's like that's what it is. And it's blending in my skin good.
Yeah, because that's the way it was created. Molecularly, this product, you could actually put it on your skin.
Truthfully?
I have clients that put it on their feet at night and put socks on and go to bed, and it's softened the bottom of their feet.
It definitely, I can
because
see
that's how quality of a product is. You don't have to just use it on hair. I'm marketing it for hair, and that's what it's intended for. But the point of me showing you that is that when something is a quality product, right, and you didn't stir it up at home, and you've had it tested, you understand the molecular structure of it. You know what it can do. It can deposit in your skin just like it'll deposit in your hair because of the way it's created.
And I'm guessing you use it, and I'm trying to see if your texture of your hair is good from the product that you be using.
It is. So you see the shine? You see the shine? Y'all see it? You see that shine?
What color is jet black? What that is?
It's not jet black, but it's almost.
My bad, y'all. I don't know the colors. I'm trying to learn.
But the shine that you see is natural shine. This is my natural hair shine. And why is that important? Because remember earlier I said we got to stop with all this oil. I have no oil in my hair.
Okay, no oil.
This is my natural shine. But it's because I'm using a product that's promoting my hair to do what it's naturally supposed to do.
Got you.
I'm not supplementing.
And how often should they be using this? Do they use this every day? Do they use this 3 times a week? Do they use this? How often should they be using this product if they're trying to get the right texture in their hair to be where it needs to be?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
So this is how hair care really works.
Okay.
It's about consistency.
Okay.
It's not really about how much or how many times because everyone's different depending on your lifestyle, right? I work out. So sometimes I'm gonna shampoo my hair more than somebody that doesn't because I'm sweating in my head.
Exactly.
Depending on your texture, how much oil that you naturally produce, you might have to shampoo your hair more, some people less. So it's not really about how much and how many times. It's about what is your routine. If you're gonna shampoo your hair every 2 weeks, then every 2 weeks you need to use the same product and you need to be consistent with what you're doing, and then you'll see the results because it's discipline.
Exactly.
It's just a discipline.
So it's just as you use it and you do your thing. It ain't no specific days or specific time where you gotta use it this X amount of days.
No, it varies because all of our hair textures and types are different, and we're all different. Our bodies are different.
And is this use for all ethnicities?
It is.
Or just black people?
No, it's not. And that's the funny part because as a black woman, I mean, I'm multiracial, but as a black woman, initially I went in like, I need to create, and I was like, no, I don't. I need to learn how to keep my mind open. Why can't I do something for all? God is for everybody. And so I wanted something for everybody, and that's what took us so long to come to market because we had to test it on all different type of hair types, all different ethnicities. If you go to our social media, when we post the hair transformations, we post their ethnicity and their hair texture on there so you understand how it works for you.
Okay. What's your goals with this brand in the next 5 years? What's your big goal with this brand? Where do you see this brand going in the next 5 years?
Scale to sell.
Oh, for sure.
Scale to sell.
What you know about that? What you know about that?
Yeah, that's my goal.
That's your goal?
It's important to me because I want to show our community that we don't have to hold on to everything. We get so like afraid. We don't want to lose control. And I believe we got to trust our ingenuity and our proprietary information more. We are the ideal people. We create in this earth, and I was put here to do that. So what I want to do, I want to create the product, put it on the shelf, but I want to shift the shelf. And what I mean by that is this is my seed to the industry. I know this is good ingredients. I know this is an excellent quality product. I know that it's the right thing for your hair. So what I did was I created it. Now when the big dogs come and buy it, I know I influence what the shelf has now because they're going to give you whatever makes them the most money, but I'm going to give you what I know is going to work for you.
Got you. How do we get your product in the biggest stores, or what's the biggest store to get your product? What's your like a dream store to get your product in, and how do we go about doing that?
You are gonna laugh at me.
What? Let me see.
Go to my website and buy. I want to be direct to consumer.
Okay, bet. So that's different. Okay.
And I'm not gonna say what I won't do, but what I'm saying, my goal is set to consumer. I want to reach you directly. I'm not interested in having to answer to anybody else. Can I give them something for product makers?
Yeah.
So when you are a product maker, and I know that it's lovely, like my friend Melissa with the lip bar, like I watch her go to Target, I watch her grow from being in her kitchen.
because
And
in my
it's
mind,
lovely.
just outside looking in, oh, you need to be in the stores, you need to be all over that. But I just heard you as soon as you said it, I'm like, matter of fact,
'Cause
that's
you know
hard.
business.
I know business, and I'm like, she right. I'm not. I'd rather do that than that. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, but that's the mind. So we
Yeah.
got to shift ourselves. But see, that's because we be caught up in what we see,
Yeah.
and we don't do our research. We don't do our homework. So when I went to do my product, I went to my friends like that. I went to the Melissas. I went to my mentors who've been in the business, and I asked them questions. I asked them what they were up against and things that they saw, barriers, and then it made me think different about how I want to position myself in the market.
Yeah.
And one of the things that we don't know is that when you get these big contracts with the bigger stores, like there is like this place where you owe them money. It's like a record deal. Like if you don't sell it, you still owe for that. If somebody knock all your products off the shelf and they all break open, you gotta pay for that. The consumer don't, the store don't.
I don't play
so
them
you
type of
gotta
game.
know, right? You gotta know the deals you're getting into. And I'm not saying you can't negotiate,
Sure,
but I'm saying in general that's how it goes. So that just isn't a desire of mine. Now if it comes, God gonna line it up the right way.
Okay.
But as of now, I want to come straight to you.
Nice. So that's some good information to just take in perspective when you're starting something like this. It's like, should you even be looking to go do that, or should you be building your own website, your own influence, your own, your packaging and all those different things? I was curious too. So how do y'all? Is it like a drop shipping method to be able to deliver to people? How, if somebody would have purchased off your website, how does it get to them, and how does that work for them to be able to get their products and stuff like that?
So remember when I was talking to you guys about the foundation of business, one of the things that I invested in and took me a little longer to come to market, I was serious about how we structured the business. So we structured ourselves as if we already making tens of millions of dollars.
Okay.
So I actually partnered with a 3PL company, which is a distribution company.
Gotcha.
So they house my products, right? They
Gotcha.
house my packaging that's not being used yet.
Okay.
So I'm paying them a warehouse fee.
Yeah.
But they also, they pick it up and they pack it and they ship it, and they're responsible for that.
Oh, so
And
you don't do none of that?
No, because here's the thing. It would have been cute if I had a video on Instagram from my
Doing all
garage
the
and I'm
little
sending
things.
y'all that stuff, but I don't got that type of time because I'm still working and I have 2 children to raise, right?
Gotcha.
So I had to alleviate that, so I had to spend a little bit money on the front end so that I could partner with somebody that's what they do, their expertise, right?
Smart.
And then now that part of my business, that arm of my business, I feel confident in because I'm not gonna be messing up. I'm not gonna be getting confused. I won't be late. You know how y'all be ordering on them boutiques and it be taking 4 weeks instead of 2 days?
Yeah.
We ain't got that problem because that's just what that company does.
Right. So that's smart. That's a man. Hey, she giving y'all a master class on here about what y'all can do for y'all business. Y'all would take this into consideration. And earlier I said too, before we started, I was saying like I can see an opportunity for you to be able to do it, turn this digitally and consulting to be able to help other people start their physical product brands. Is that something you're looking to do or start or build?
Absolutely.
Or have you already started it?
So we're starting, but I love talking to you because you've helped me already just even before the podcast.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking to like figure out how to structure that because I don't do anything if I don't feel like the foundation is right.
100%.
So I'm sure after this, you're gonna help me out a little bit.
Yeah. So I'm that's how my mind goes because that's what I help people do too. I help people digitalize their business to be able to scale it online and how to be able to pull extra streams of revenue levers out of their business model that I know can make them a lot more money. So I can see it because like your branding, and then I was at your booth and I'm looking at your aesthetic and I'm looking at your imagery, I'm looking at all the things you got going on. I'm like, okay, she can influence a lot of people to be able to start their own physical product, but tell them to do it the right way.
I love that.
Being as though you already did it, there'll be a lot of people that'll love to hear your expertise on the back end, see your system, and they'll love to pay you for that. And it's like, man, if you can be able to blow that side up too, on a lot of it, it's gonna grow both sides. It's gonna grow your personal brand, it's gonna grow your physical brand, and it's gonna grow other brands under you that learn from you to just build a whole ecosystem to be able to blow the rest of this up, right? So we definitely talk about that.
You're
better
such
help you.
a genius. I'm like, yes, okay.
You know what I mean? So we can talk about that definitely, because that's what I help people do. And man, what else do you want to tell people about this product that they need to know? What is something we haven't said on this podcast that they need to know about this, of why they should get it, or what's the urgency on getting your specific product? Why should we choose your product? Why should we choose it?
Because we got to be more conscious about ingredients.
Yeah.
And so you're actually giving yourself an opportunity at a product that the ingredients were thought out. These ingredients are important because they're going to help you achieve what you want to achieve without the side effects. And we need to think about that. We're not thinking about that. We don't look at the labels. We don't do that. We just go buy what's cute, what's available, whatever's convenient, and we need to invest in that because our health is a part of our wealth. You can't just look good and be dying on the inside. So that's why, because this is a good product, it's excellent ingredients. I mean, when I tell you we have invested in this, I didn't put y'all together with like just anything. Like, I'm paying for this to be good. You get what I'm saying? 100%. So it's worth the investment. It's worth you trying it out. I know you're gonna love it. You'll see the results.
100%. And I'm even thinking in my head about some marketing strategies, right? I think you'd be able to blow this up. What have you been leveraging with influencer marketing? What have you been leveraging with theme pages yet? And y'all running ads yet?
So we've done a little bit of all.
Okay.
Can I be honest about something? Maybe you can help me out. The ads didn't go that well for us.
Okay.
So far, they have not. I mean, we're early in, but the amount of money we've been kind of putting into ads, we're not seeing the same, like...
what platform?
So we did Google ads. We've done a little bit of Instagram, Facebook, I think.
The number one I know right now for physical products is TikTok. TikTok Shop has been the one that's been cooking when it comes to physical brands. I know some people, I got some people that been blowing some physical brands up, 50 million, 70 million, 100 million. And I actually told them that I could be able to connect you with some of them.
I would love that.
Because I've seen some physical brands blow up over the last couple of years.
Really?
Man. Yeah, y'all been killing it in that industry.
Can I ask you a question, just as an entrepreneur needing your expertise?
Yeah.
When you say that, like, do you feel like in the last few years, like, because it was hot, the block was hot. Pandemic happened, money hit the community, people, innovation started working, people were putting things out, right? And it was almost like anything you did, people bought into it because they had the availability, right?
Yeah.
Am I talking?
Yeah.
So now that things have started to shift differently, the economy's changing, like you gotta really know what's going on to know what's going on. Laws have shifted. Do you feel like there's still opportunity for us to really, like grow and move fast or move in a heavy way?
Yeah. So yes, and the reason why I say that is because when I used to like charge a low price for what I used to sell, right? I used to, in my mind, think that, man, nobody's gonna pay 5, 10, 15, 20,000 for these things because they can't afford it. That's what I used to say, they can't afford that stuff. And it was like, one of my mentors told me, it's not that they can't afford it, it's just you haven't did a good job at uncovering the value and that can make them want to buy now. And it's like, if you could do a better job at creating a clear picture of unseen information that's valuable to them enough to that I gotta buy this now and create that urgency, people will buy it. And they got the money. They spend the money on everything else. They spend the money on what they want to. You know what I mean? And if you can uncover the value, they do it more. And also too, the offer. So I'm a guy about offers, right? And my stuff is digital, but we also can lean towards this physical product, right? What we do is we package up offers and we give special bonuses in connection to what we give them. So even with this, like, I don't know how you package it, what you give it out, but I can even see you adding on bonuses, free bonuses, like 3 different things. When you buy this, you get 3 other different things too. So now you're giving them more value than what the marketplace is giving them, and they'll purchase your product before they purchase somebody else's product, just because you gave them 2 or 3 extra things. Now, these 2 or 3 extra things may not have to be something you gotta do work for or spend more money on. It could be something creative, you know what I mean? It could be a checklist of, where to put the hair at. I mean, where to put the product at, or when to put it, you know what I'm saying? Or what time of the day, or whatever your good strategy is to do it. I don't know if you got a routine with it, but like, how could you add something in connection to what they need help with when they're using your product to make it more valuable? Or what else could you give as a bonus?
Got it.
And connected with the product that's super valued, that's even, it could be just as valuable as the product itself, but like now they get this for free, and they get this, and then now it's like, oh man, I get all of this for this one price, I'll buy it faster than that. And that's like just adding on the value and making it more appeasing to the audience to be able to buy it is what we have to do a better job at as business owners. You know what I mean? And I don't know all of what you're doing yet, but I'm just thinking on my brain what we could do. And it's like some people just do the product or the normal thing, and it's like, it could be good, it could grow. But if you stack it up properly and you see what the market is offering, you're like, oh, they only offering the physical product and a cute package.
Right.
But shoot, I got the physical product, cute package, and I gave them a checklist of how to do this, and I'm gonna give them a buy one, get one free in 2 months.
So y'all know that's already about to come out, right? Y'all know I'm about to take this whole situation and get y'all together.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you get your friend get the buy one, get your friend a discount. You buy one, your friend buy one, I'm gonna give y'all a discount for a certain amount of price, and you get 2 people to buy instead of 1. So like, I think it's just marketing strategies, uncovering the value, and just adding more bonuses to your products to be able to make people buy it faster. Those are 3 things I can just say out of my brain right now that I can think about that you can just think to do. And so I don't think the market has shifted though.
Okay.
We kind of in recession-proof. People don't got as much as they used to. but people still got money.
Gotcha.
People still spend money what they want to spend money on. They go outside, they go on vacation, they go to clubs, they smoke, they drink, they look good, their hair be done, their lashes be done, their nails be done, the fellas that fly, they be all these shoes and clothes, designer, all these different things that cost all this money. They just, it's a mindset thing too that they'd rather spend their money doing that done. But us as business owner gotta put an oomph in our business and disrupt the marketplace to say this, you gotta make this stuff so good that they can't even say no to it.
That's it.
How could you create something with this to be able to make it so good that they can't even say no? They're like, man, if I say no to this, I'm dumb. If I say no to this, what she just said she gonna give me, I'm dumb. And if you could create that feeling in somebody, it'll pick up, you know what I mean, even further than what it is. So that would be my expertise to that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Y'all just got that. That was really for me, but I'm gonna let y'all have that too.
Yeah, so man, this has been a powerful conversation. Is it, what's one thing you can leave our podcast today with, just one thing that you want them to know? It don't got to be about the product. It could be, or it could just be business. It could be spiritual. It could be, mindset. It could be money-wise, whatever. What is one of the things that you can leave them today that they can take action on right now that could be able to move the needle in their life right now?
Okay, first, before I give them that, touch your hand and tell me how it feels.
Okay.
Where you put the product at?
Dang, it's soft. That is crazy. I thought this was for hair though.
It's just a good ingredient.
Nah, this ain't like, I know people be doing that cap stuff on sometimes on like videos like, oh, do the little thing but say it's soft. Nah, like it really feels soft, seriously. And I like this soft. I be putting Vaseline and baby oil on mine. This feels like a little bit better than that. This be a little greasy. It be a little greasy. I see what you're saying a little bit. So what, like, okay, so yours is not oily and greasy like baby oil and all that stuff. It's like,
you know what's making it soft and you still feel the power of the moisture?
No,
it's the B5 in it.
See, I don't know nothing about all that now. It's not just some little ingredient texture type of thing. Okay.
So you guys will have to stay tuned on some other stuff for that.
But it's in there, then they need to use it.
And that's why you need this.
That's why you need
this is a powerful product. It is what it is.
Okay, let's get it. And what you want to leave them with before we get out of here?
So let me leave you with this. I could talk about this product all day because it's me. I birthed it. I believe in it. I know God gave this to me. But I want you guys to do this, my fellow entrepreneurs. And even if you're not an entrepreneur, but you're just out here and you're doing the best you can, do not be afraid to fall and trip, but just continue to fall forward. In this process, I have tripped up so many times, but I trip up, I get up, and I laugh because I love it. You got to be connected to what you really feel like you was put here to do, and it makes it so much easier. The reason why I wanted to leave that with you guys is because when we're making mistakes and we're kind of like not understanding what we're doing and we make little mistakes, we trip up, we fall. When we fall forward, it means that we realize that if I don't get weary in well doing, I will reap what I sow. That means you trust in what God's principle and word is in this earth, and it will produce for you. We cannot give up. You got to have faith to be an entrepreneur. You got to have faith to be a black person. You got to have faith to get out here and make your own. And so I just want to encourage you in that.
100%. And man, I'm gonna leave y'all with this, man. You can do this stuff too, like us building these big brands, man, us doing the things that we're doing and just betting on ourselves in this entrepreneur world. Like, don't be scared to get out here and live your dreams and go all in on what you believe that you want to do and build, because it's possible. Some people see us on these big screens and some people see us on these podcasts and they see our brands and they just see that, they like, man, I want to do that, but like they see it, like seems like it's so far-fetched. And I'm gonna tell you it's not. Like, man, me coming from where I come from in Chicago, bro, building this multi-seven-figure empire in just 3 years tells me all that needs to know, you know what I mean? And then also for y'all, that y'all can be able to build something. And like, congratulations to her for you building your brand.
Thank you.
It's such a powerful brand, and you doing your thing, and I appreciate you. Glad we got the time to connect. And this is the podcast of Rich Decision Podcast, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Do you want to give me your social medias and where we can find the product?
Yes, please. Find us at biomnibeauty.com. And we're on all the social handles, TikTok, all the things under Biomni Beauty. And myself, Desi S, Desi _S, DEZI_S on Instagram and the social media, Dezi Santiago. And thank you so much.
You're welcome. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna click in the bottom of this video, right? It's gonna be in the description. I'm gonna put her link in there. I want y'all to go buy her product and test it out, and come back under this video in the comments and tell me how good it was. I'm not gonna sugarcoat for her and delete nothing. If y'all transparently tell me how good her product is, I'm gonna let y'all say it in the comments. And out of a 10, out of 1 through 10, how good is her product when y'all buy it? But y'all gotta go buy it first, right? So I'm gonna put the link in the description. I'm giving y'all they're your link, so all my people can better see your link and try to go buy it, okay?
And then you know what? I'm gonna give them a code. What would you want their code to be? I'm gonna give anybody that's coming through you 10% off.
Okay, so y'all gonna get I like that. So y'all get 10% code off, and we're gonna use the word Smitty. So SMITTY, okay?
Right.
So we're gonna use the promo code Smitty. You'll get 10% off, and a link in the description, y'all. We'll see y'all later on the next episode.
Yeah, we making rich decisions with Smitty to go. We making rich decisions. If you know, then you know. We making rich decisions with Smitty to go. If you wanna get some money, then tune into the show. We making rich decisions, yeah. We making rich decisions with Smitty to go. We making rich decisions, yeah. We making rich decisions. If you know, then you know.